say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to out there with Trice. Then it's Anthony, and it's Moncrief in at the two-guard spot.
Here we go.
All right, Richard, we're right in the middle of the season, right in the thick of things. What is your main concern if you're a player playing at this particular portion of the schedule?
Your main concern is staying focused on the game of basketball. We understand everybody's been traded. I've been traded. You've been traded. I've been traded on the deadline before. So your goal is like, how do I just keep focused on basketball? That is the hardest thing. So that's always the trade deadline. You're not worried about anything else. My best.
6. Here's Bush. And it's Moncrief with the rebound. Anthony down low. Edwards. And Edwards with the stop of this game. Passes it to Edwards. To the middle. And that one's good. Cox. Cox has got his second basket of the game.
And this has been a great job
by Anthony. Bush passes to McCloud. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific. They've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
Passes it to Tinsley. Inside, it's stolen by Edwards. Here's Moncrief, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And they have owned the paint.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Kansas City. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players, you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
And they double up Gordon. Here's Johnson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you gotta acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
So both teams making some changes here. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Trice has got 7 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Johnson outside. Doesn't go for him. And Kansas City will go the other way with it. From deep. That one goes in for him too. Back to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. Robinson pulls it in. Kansas City leading by 22. Here's Trice to the wing right side. hammering. Covered by Johnson. And Gordon over to help.
Offensively, defensively, they are in
Be a great play on each end.
29 seconds left to play in the first. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And Trice slams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the...
Robinson against Johnson. Sinks that one from the post. And here's Trice. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And so in the game for the Wolverines, they've got Bullard, and it's Sims in at the 4 spot. And it's Anthony slamming it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one loose. Baseline J on the way. Sims with the rebound. The Wolverines have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Bullard. It's deflected, and he gets it back. The pass to Sims. And the 3 off target. For Kansas City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Moncrief.
Oh,
wow.
yes! Oh, let's go home.
For the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. Johnson's checked in. And here's Anthony for 3. Joe Johnson pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Bush. Releases from the wing and drills it. For Kansas City, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Oh, my goodness! What a play! And Johnson outside. From about 19 feet. Out to the wing. Here's Tinsley. Bangs home the trifecta. Tinsley's got 6 points in the quarter.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
And it's Anthony slamming it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has...
Johnson outside. Pass to Sims. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Cox. For Kansas City, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. The 3 from Anthony. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Here's Johnson. The shot is good. It's his 2nd bucket in 5 tries. For Kansas City, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from 3. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the 3-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and their screens all over the place. It's miserable.
And how about just floating to the...
Officials on the call with the foul. For Kansas City, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight, and he makes the first.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Trice with the rebound. Trice has got his 4th rebound in this one. With the drive, and Trice slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
The pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Ellis, the pass to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice, but he's gotten back on track here in the second.
The three from Anthony. Another three for Kansas City.
Team on your back, he has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Here's Gordon. Robinson with the block, and it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain. Off the inbound. It's deflected. Here's Anthony, and slam dunk by Anthony.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
Over Bennett. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue.
The game's best, second in the league.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals. Down, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Tuesday, they'll start out on the road to play the Pelicans in New Orleans. For Kansas City, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The Wolverines making us. Here's Tinsley, got a piece of it.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony slamming it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks. Towns up top. And it's blocked. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Anthony.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there.
Here is Shaw. Towns high post. Off the mark, and the drop continues. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Kansas City. By the looks of it, the Hall of Fame class of 2023, Richard, should be loaded. A lot of big names could be headed to Springfield, Massachusetts. Get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
It's stolen by Edwards. And here's Anthony from the arc. Another three for Kansas City.
They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And we watched.
Is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
He kicks to Moncrief. Oh my goodness, the slam! And this game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. The potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching as we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, the Magician.